Yeah.
Alright, so in 2003, there was a case study where they found evidence that selective serotonin uptake inhibitors, which are antidepressants, were ineffective and highly dangerous to minors. Although they knew that they were dangerous, they did a case trial to children for 2 weeks. In the first week, they gave them a medication called fluoxetine, which is the same thing, and they start off with 10 milligrams. And in that week, they saw the results at the end, and they noticed that some children were affected by it, and the other ones that weren't affected, they went to the second trial. And in the second trial, they gave them 20 milligrams of the medication, and they stopped it right there because then they kept going, and then they kept increasing the milligrams of medication. It would be dangerous to the children because their livers would start getting affected and other organs. So even though it's ineffective and dangerous, they're still selling it to the public. Our mentor, Ms. Sue Desser, Ms. Desser's mom, she gave us a personal experience that she had with pharmaceuticals. Even though she doesn't work in the pharmaceutical field, she's a massage therapist and has been working in that field for over 20 years. She has told us that she's been treated before for cause, severe pain in her shoulder, and she says that for her, pharmaceuticals they're not bad. She doesn't discourage them for people. It's just that she rather gives people another alternative, natural remedies to help them. But even though she does believe that pharmaceuticals are being overprescribed.
Alright, so the beginning so this epidemic started like in the 1990s, and a group called the American Pain Society, they like supported for the use of opioids because there is like untreated pain. So then on 1995, the FDA they approved oxycontin, which is like a painkiller, which is an opioid. And then, like, in its first year, they made, like, millions of dollars. And then, like, the price, they just continue. So, like, now they make, like, billion. Like I think it's, like, 500 billion they make around it. And then now, the problem has worsened. Or, like, it's the same. Because, I mean, they're still, like, prescribing them. Alright, so the death rates. So then, the CDC caused it an epidemic. And then in 2014, 47,055 drug overdose deaths occurred in the United States. So then that's a lot of deaths. And then like that's combining like the opioid deaths, like heroin, like illegal drugs, but that's just a lot of deaths, like the overdose. So this is the epidemic. So then, like, this chart shows, like, how much, like, the blue one, it shows, like, how much, like, people are giving them away. So, like, even though it might not be prescribed for you, like, people just, like, I could give it to Alex, just, like, if he needs a painkiller. And then, like, some people are buying them, so they're, like, profiting when they get them from the doctor. And then, like, they're buying them from drug dealers. So, alright, so this is like the opioid and heroin. Like in 2002, it was low, but then as it moves on, like 2011, it's high. Like that's like with the heroin and opioid. Opioids are painkillers, but they are very similar to heroin. Like a lot of them have like similar effects, like that produces a high, and then so heroin, like people do it to not feel pain, and people like do other drugs to not feel pain. So then opioids have that in common, so that's why it's increasing with like the like addiction rates and death rates. So then they both produce a high level of dopamine, which like increases like a happy feeling, a happy sensation in the body.
over-the-counter medication is medication that you could buy without it being prescribed. You could go to any drugstore, CVS, write it, and you could just get any medication you need. The only problem with it is that it's being abused more because people don't follow the dosage. It tells you in the back of the labels. And it's easier to get to, and it's not expensive either.
So the another thing that helps produce this epidemic is the media, how it portrays pharmaceuticals. So this is an album and it's called Dirty Sprite 2, which is a mixture of Sprite and promethazine with codeine, which is known as lean, and they mix it to produce a high, which is lean is codeine is prescribed for a severe cough, but the media portrays it as a happy feeling. And then there's a lyric saying, "When I was sleeping on the floor, you should have seen how they treat me. I pour the activists and pop pills so I can fight the demons." So then it's just it produces a happy feeling. So then kids listen to this music and they be like, "Oh, I want to feel how that feels." So then they do it,
The way that they get pharmaceuticals and to give them to the doctor is by bribing them. They take them out to eat. They give them free samples. They take them to sports events. They basically give them whatever they want just so that they could be able to sell the medication and prescribe it to the patients. And that way, that medication is over other companies.
Alright, so then that picture shows how 70% of Americans take at least one prescription every day. 50% of Americans take 2 prescriptions daily, and then 4.2 billion prescriptions were, I think, in 2014 were giving out. So then the industry, so the pharmaceutical industry doesn't market to us; it markets to doctors. So then this shows how they spend 4 billion more marketing to directly to us, but they spend 24 billion marketing to healthcare and doctors. So then they market to doctors because I don't know if you guys see commercials. At the end, it always says ask your doctor if it's right for you. So then that's why they market to doctors, because then doctors have they allow for pharmaceuticals to be given out to you. And then this shows how they're not even concerned about the researching. It says the BBC has some numbers. They show that 9 out of 10 big pharma companies do in fact spend more money, more on marketing than our R&D. So R&D is researching and help find the side effects of the pharmaceuticals, but they are more concerned with marketing to doctors and healthcare providers.
Also, the data is not that correct because there's articles that show that evidence is missing because some general practitioners or any doctors don't report everything they give out, because if they do, the numbers will be higher, and they don't want people to see it because it will be bad. Some solutions you could take for it is, as our mentor said, was go more towards natural herbs. Just invest in mental health, just home remedies. Just try to stay away from any pharmaceuticals that give you that happy high, and just go towards a natural diet.
And then the solution is invest more in therapy, in healthcare insurance, because the reason why people use opioids is because they need therapy, but therapy is much more expensive than a bottle of pills, or a bottle of opioids. So then invest more on therapy and mental health, so then people don't fall into addiction or overdose from opioids.
That's it.